Okay, this is the second tutorial on our C series. So in this tutorial, we will be looking at variables and maybe some other stuff. Okay, let's go. First, we need to open up CodeBlocks. Open that. After it's opened, you're gonna click Open an existing project, and then you go to where your project is. In this case, E drive, C tutorial. Oh, sure, C. Oh. Okay, now this is where we have left off from the previous tutorial. So, in this tutorial, we're looking at variables and data types. So, we're just going to delete the previous line. And firstly, what is a variable? Well, a variable is a container that stores data. Is basically a container that stores data. Yeah. So, to make this, we're going to first specify what kind of data we're going to put in. And this is called a data type. So, there are many data types. The few ones we're going to be talking about today are integer, character, double, and bool. That's the few simple ones. Okay, so int is an integer, so it's like a whole number. It can be positive or negative. And bool is a true or a false. So it can only be true or false. It's called a boolean. And this is full name boolean, but it's shortened to double. Double is a decimal number. That's like to 4 decimal places or something. Not sure. There's also float. Float's basically like another sort of decimal number. We're not going to talk about it in this. And character is just a single character, like A, B, C, D, like that. So, to make a variable, you need to first specify what kind of data type it is. So in this case, I'm just going to go integer. And then we have to specify the variable name. And you can name this whatever you want, but a good practice is to name it like whatever it's used for. Like perhaps this. I could just name it random stuff, but I'm just going to make this my age. And then we're going to do an equal sign. I'm going to type a number. Let's just say 9. And then we're going to do a semicolon because that's what they always ended. Now, that is a variable. So, whenever in our code we're referring to the age, right here, it's referring to 9. So we could print F. Print F right here. Right here, this is specifying that it's an integer number. So it prints out 9. Yeah. So, or we could just do H. Wait, what? Okay, we actually can. Cool. Anyways, there's going to be another variable, character, and let's just make this grade equals. Whenever we're defining a character, we have to use those single quotes instead of the double quotes. So let's just say an A. Printf percentage S grade. Percentage S is basically you will do for. Turns out it's not percentages. Oh, what is it again? Anyway, I don't quite remember this, but I'm gonna focus on variables. So, you might be wondering right now, in other programming languages, there's normally like a string sort of thing, like you can define a string. So in C, there's only the character, but here's how to define a string. Behind the name, we're gonna put 2 square brackets, and this is basically making a list. So it's making a list of characters, which is basically a string. So then we can set it equal to double quotes, which is for strings. Let's say this is going to be our name now. And then it's going to be Andy. Right? Because we're going to print this out, going to work with them in the next video so we can put them. There's also who, let's just say, is male. It's going to be true. So right here, it's going to be this name cannot contain any spaces. That's not valid. The only thing it can contain is numbers, letters, and underscore. It can't contain any of these special ones like this. No, it can't contain them. So, that's basically, oh yes, and also double, yes, very important. Let's just say, this number equals 0.25. That's a double. So these are pretty much the 4 types we're going to be working with. So, yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. Like, subscribe. If you have any errors on like compiling or any of that, tell me in the comments below. And yeah.